Woo! Bright as ever. How's it going? It's been about a month. It's been about a month since I've seen y'all. Where the vlog began? Like I can care less about. Now, just to give y'all a heads up, your boy's back and better than ever. But got a lot to talk about. As you can see, the Beamer's there. We got the Beamer. So much to talk about. So let me just hop in the car. All right, so back in the car. A number of things has happened to the car since the last video of me literally praising about the car being fixed. So let's just start driving and I'll explain as we go. Alright, so basically to start things off, you guys saw in the last video I got my drive shaft fixed. I took it to a shop and had them work on it and do everything. I'm gonna put pictures up here so you guys can have a better understanding of what it is that I'm saying. So basically with my drive shaft, you have 3 points of connection, which is the back towards the rear diff. You have the centerpiece that locks to the actual car, and then you have the front that goes to the transmission. And with the transmission, it's a black piece called basically a gibo. 3 parts of it connect to the drive shaft that connects to the transmission, so that way it's connected to the car. Somewhere along the way of me taking the drive shaft to the shop, they put the gibo on the drive shaft. They put it on backwards basically, and you're supposed to put it in a certain way. So they just weren't really paying attention when they did it, and they put it on backwards. All right, that's the first thing. Then they put the screws in backwards. So it's just a weird way. It's a certain way you have to install the stuff into the car, and everything was just improperly installed. Recently I lost a family member to something, and I had to go to attend the funeral. The day of the funeral I drove the Beamer to it, and obviously it was a sad moment in time. I don't want to get super personal with this, but after it happened, I was on my way home, and somewhere along the way I hear my drive shaft banging against my car, and it's my car starts moving. I can't give it gas. You know, I'm in fourth gear driving on the highway, and it's like nothing's happening. I'm hitting it, and it's just, I hear it banging on the, you know, this part of my car, like how my drive shaft was before when it was having issues. The car was broken down. I had it towed to my grandmother's house, and one of the reasons why it took so long for me to get the car fixed again, I was saving up to go on a vacation. I took a trip to Florida with Amanda and her friend. We went to Orlando and Miami. I was gone for a week on that trip. It was fun. I needed to get away. Shout out to Beamer Works. I'll put their logo here, anything like that. Definitely take your car to them if you're in the DMV area and you have a BMW that needs work. I took it to them. He inspected it. He told me everything that was wrong with it. He even showed me pictures of the drive shaft, completely messed up. That was another thing too. They only had 1 screw in the 3 holes that's supposed to connect to my transmission. Basically, I had 1 bolt holding my whole transmission to my car. And that's the whole reason why it broke off, because that 1 bolt obviously couldn't withstand the torque, and it bent the bolt completely, which means my drive shaft was kind of like hanging basically. And so that's the reason why when I was trying to give it gas and it wasn't moving, the drive shaft was just all out of whack. It was leaning, it was messed up, just everything was bad. Around the time that I had posted the video of the car being fixed, it had snowed around that time period. I had the new wheels on, and boys, it was just a very horrible situation. I will be showing you what happened, but 2 of the new wheels are no more. I'll just say that. So I have to buy new wheels. As you saw earlier, I got the stock ones back on. So my rears are fine, it's the fronts that aren't fine, so that's where the big issue is. Everything that's been happening with the drive shaft, and then my wheels that you will be seeing soon enough, and then the loss of my family, it all just piled onto me, and I just social media and everything was the last thing on my mind, you know. When it comes to this social media stuff, you got to think about yourself and make sure that you're mentally prepared for it. And the past few months have not just been the greatest for me, but the one thing I can say is that no matter what, you should always stay strong and just keep pushing yourself, you know. I was going through that hard time, but I'm feeling way better. Obviously, I'm confident and ready enough to pick up this camera and start talking to you guys and being personal about some of this stuff. I just want everyone to know, like, it's always going to be a hard time. Life has a lot of hard moments, but the one thing you have to remember, it's only temporary. Like, it's never a full-on thing that will be there for the rest of your life. Everything is always temporary, and you have to remember that. If you can do that, you can conquer the world. Let me stop rambling on. I will catch up to you guys when we get to my wheels, which we are almost to now, so be back. Just so y'all can see, she's still living. Got the stockies on. That conversion kit holding out real well, by the way. If you haven't seen that video, right here, I'll put a link in the description. And side skirts need to be fixed, but the car still looking good. Let me show y'all this real quick. So these are the wheels, telling y'all about. As you can see, yeah, my wheels are basically destroyed all the way around. It starts right there and goes all the way around the wheel. And then that wheel, it's way worse. Let me see if I can get it. I think it's flat. All right there. It's a lot worse if I could angle it. But basically, this wheel right here, I used to live with my grandmother, and she lived on a hill. It was snowing, and I was moving out, and basically the second that I was coming down the hill, I started sliding, and I couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, between that and hold on. Sheesh, the touch screen, baby. That's nice. I love it. It's my favorite thing. But because of the wheels and the drive shafts, the one main reason why I've been gone. Your boy's definitely back though. I got a new video that's gonna be coming out next week as well. We're gonna be installing the lip on the bumper, and then finally the greatest moment of all time, we got coilovers coming, boys. We got a guy who bought some BCs for his E46, and he didn't end up using it, so we got a little deal or whatever. So we're gonna be dropping it off to him pretty soon. Within a few weeks, if anything, by April, we'll have the coilovers on, which is close to coming up to my birthday. So big moves, man, big moves. I'm so hyped. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like, drop a comment to what you guys want to see new and what's next. I got some ideas for some other videos in mind, but I just want to hear from you guys and see what you think. Stay tuned, drop a like, please subscribe. It's your boy ChampVlogs, and we out. Yes, sir.